Horrid Henry's parents have got to be the worst parents in animation history. I mean, look at the things that they do.
Morning, Henry. Morning.
Don't be horrid, Henry.
Ugh, I can't believe we're in this traffic jam now. This is all your fault, Henry. Did you hear me, Henry?
Henry, listen to your father.
What's the matter?
It's Henry. He's disappeared.
What?
I think we might have left Henry behind.
Well, no. How about this one, where they send Henry to school with contagious chicken pox?
For the last time, Henry, get up! You've got spots! No!
They just can't keep getting away with this, right? Today, we'll be looking at all the moments where Horrid Henry's parents got karma, because the universe has its own way of dealing with injustice. In The Family Go on a Vacation, the seeds are already being planted for the ultimate karma that these parents will face.
Today is the last day of term, which means no more school for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's holiday time!
Henry can't be more excited to finally go on a long-awaited vacation, which his parents promised him. It's not often that his parents are actually planning to do something fun with him. So you can imagine the excitement that must be going through this little man's head.
So, where's everyone off to for their holidays?
As far away from here as possible.
Yeah, me too. At least I hope it will be. I'm thinking desert island, sun, sea, sand.
He's packed all of his things, brought his pet hamster, Fang, and even gone to get his favourite treats from the kitchen. But if only Henry knew what these parents would actually have in mind for him.
It's holiday time! And we're going to a desert island? Nope.
It's not France, it's not Spain, it's not Italy. It is the neighbour's house.
What do you mean we're going on holiday next door?
Well, just that, really.
Margaret's mum mentioned that they were going away.
In what psychiatric facility did they find these parents? Honestly. Karma, are you watching? Yes. Good, good. Going on a vacay next door? That must be a joke, right? They're even going by car. These geniuses decided to pack up the car, get Henry's hopes up, and then drive for about 2 seconds to the left. Well, for us the left, for them right. Anyway, Perfect Peter obviously doesn't mind. The kid doesn't have his own opinion anyway.
Well, I think it sounds like fun.
Do you, honey bun?
Yes!
It's clear that his family dynamic is completely messed up. Here we see father, mother, Peter, and Fluffy standing together as a unit. But Henry is left out on his own, which, by the way, reminds me of this picture they have on their fridge. It's like they're announcing to the world, this is our real family, and that kid over there, yeah, he just happens to live with us. If only there was a way to get justice for Henry. Well, thanks to this nifty little plan from our little man, this amazing penny-pinching vacation idea soon gets a horrible twist for his parents. And this nifty plan all starts with a chord that was in Moody Margaret's room. And even though there's a note on the rope that clearly said, "Do not pull the rope or else," well, we all know how Henry's mind works, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I repeat, do not pull the rope or else.
So of course Henry can't resist, and by pulling the rope, he overloads the electricity network of the house. Nice one, Henry. There's no other option than leaving the house and going on an actual holiday. And well played to Karma as well. Finally, these parents are starting to get a taste of their own medicine.
Henry!
I came across this artist on the Horrid Henry Reddit. They made an accurate forecast about how he thinks that karma will come for Henry's parents. He puts them in the worst possible retirement home in history. Okay, let's hope that forecast will turn out to be true one day, but we are not here for forecasts.
I think Dad's really going to like having
having me going to work with him.
Henry's dad takes him to work for a day. And normally that's an amazing experience for a kid. But Henry's dad is so afraid of his boss that he projects that fear right onto Henry.
I want perfect behaviour. My boss is very strict, so don't let me down, eh?
Now let me just pause here and paint you a picture. Take Your Child to Work Day is supposed to be this beautiful bonding experience. It's supposed to be a day where a parent gets to show off what they do, maybe inspire their kid and definitely make some memories together. But Henry's dad, this man turns what should be a fun day into a masterclass in anxiety and cowardice. Instead of being proud to show Henry his workplace, he's terrified that Henry might embarrass him. Instead of introducing his son with pride, he's basically apologising for Henry's existence before Henry can even say hello.
This is Bob, my boss, and you have to do everything he tells you. And this is Bill, his son.
And you have to do what I say too.
And since Henry's dad has no dignity or self-worth, he completely gets overrun by the boss, and even the boss's son. Seriously.
He's trouble, Dad, and not the sort of person I would employ when I take over this company.
The kid is probably about 30 years younger than you. The boss's son wants Henry to do something that even he thinks is a bit too much. And that's quite unique for Henry, because when Henry thinks something might be going too far, you know it's pretty bad. And if Henry's dad would have given him advice like, do what feels right, or don't do anything against your will, then this whole situation would have turned out completely different. But Dad already dug his own grave. Here we go.
Good. Now I order you to put this stuff in the tea.
Remember, do everything he says.
Well, if that's an order.
In an important meeting, the boys serve the doctored tea. The boss gets furious at Dad, and Henry reminds his dad that he was just following orders.
Who did this?
It was Henry, Dad.
But he told me to. And you said I had to do everything he told me to do.
If only Dad would have had a little more faith in Henry. It is striking to see that Simon himself also changes his behaviour negatively when there is someone who follows a person in a higher position. Perhaps Henry's behaviour is also constantly negatively influenced, since he, just like his father, has to walk on eggshells. And Dad's confidence is not something that jumps out at you in this scene either. It's parents' evening, which is, for parents that are actually interested in their kid, a great opportunity. An opportunity to see how your kid is doing in school, how he or she is behaving and developing. But Dad has a better idea.
Shall we just go home again, pretend we've been in?
We can't do that.
Oh, and if you don't think that's bad enough, then you might want to see what they have to say just before going in.
Oh, I was just thinking how funny it is that parents are so like their children. You're not thinking...
No. No one could possibly think we're like Henry.
And can it get any worse? Yes, it can. They are so embarrassed that the other parents will see them as the parents of Henry that they take a different entrance to the main one. I can't. I literally cannot with these people. They're so ashamed of their own child that they're sneaking around like criminals. Like, I get it. They're probably not going to get a lot of positive feedback from the teachers. But can you imagine that your parents are so embarrassed by you that they can't even walk through the same door as the other families? I guess these two do everything that they can to not have to come to terms with their own shortcomings.
I'm sure the sign said this way.
Maybe we should ask someone.
And that's the real issue, isn't it? Because if they actually went to the parents' evening like normal people, if they actually talked to Henry's teachers, they might learn something. They might learn that Henry acts out because he feels unloved. They might learn that he's actually quite bright, but just needs a different approach. They might learn that they are part of the problem. That would require self-reflection, and they can't have that, can they? However, their constant fleeing is going to cost them.
Oh, for goodness sake. There must be light somewhere near the door.
Oh, careful.
In shed? Oh, the symbolism. The absolute beautiful poetic symbolism of these trash parents ending up literally in the trash. Apart from the fact that this is where they belong, it was definitely not planned. Oh, and by the way, after this, they are actually directed to the main entrance anyway.
Oh, look, Miss Oddbod's office.
We've been here before.
Let's see if there's anyone in here who can help us.
So this whole side quest was not even necessary. Seeing the other parents was already a worst case scenario for Henry's parents, but entering while being covered in rubbish, they must wish that the ground would just simply swallow them up. Maybe their oldest son can relate to that feeling. Well, how the tables have turned. But instead of finally accepting that they have to face their actions, nope, we see them running away from responsibilities once again. It's funny and sad at the same time that this behaviour doesn't surprise me anymore. And you know why I'm not even shocked at this point? It's because here, they're doing it twice as bad. Henry's mum's boss was invited for dinner with his wife. There's actually no way. They are hiding Henry upstairs so that the dinner guests don't know he's here.
Henry, it's a grown-ups only evening. You'll be in bed when they arrive.
In bed? But I'm staying up to play the cello. That's not fair!
I can't believe my eyes! Who's calling CPS? I'm serious. They are literally hiding their child. Hiding him like he's some dirty secret, some shameful family tragedy that needs to be kept locked away. Do you understand how messed up this is? Do you understand the psychological damage they're inflicting on this poor kid? Oh, and Perfect Peter, of course, is allowed to be there, but Henry, he has to stay upstairs and has to pretend he doesn't exist. Like, how is this not the most cruel, heartless thing that you could do to a child? They're basically telling him, you're so shameful, so embarrassing, that we can't let other people know you exist. And okay, to be honest, the last occasion where Henry was allowed at the table when there were guests, well, let's just say Henry didn't do himself any favours back then. I was just thinking, Henry's parents could totally be best friends with the Dursleys from Harry Potter. Both families spoiled their own kid rotten while basically neglecting the other one. Okay, maybe that's a little bit harsh, but the similarities are there. Trust me. If you had to choose, who would you rather have as parents? Henry's folks or the Dursleys? No dodging, you must pick one. Drop your answer in the comments. But back to the dinner with their guests. With Henry still hidden upstairs, or is he?
Come on, Hercules. I need your help.
Well, it turns out that if you ignore a kid long enough, the kid will make sure to get some attention himself. Henry is preparing quite literally a big explosion of karma energy.
I just wanted to say goodnight to Mr. and Mrs. Mossy. Oh, thank you, Henry.
Henry comes to say goodnight and boom! What you reap is what you sow, parents of Henry. You treat your child like an embarrassment and he'll give you something to actually be embarrassed about. As Horrid Henry is forced to create chaos by the environment, which is created by his parents, so are his parents forced to live in a form of chaos as a result of their inhumane actions. And, I have to admit, it still feels like these parents will never learn. We see karma is trying, but somehow it has not yet succeeded in really opening their eyes. I'm almost giving up hope on these two. It's as if they are too stubborn and too narcissistic to realise that they are the reason for all of this. But didn't I say in the start that the universe has its own way of dealing with this? That it had its own way of making sure that justice is served to those who deserve it? Well, justice is being served to these psychopaths in an envelope. That can't be right. No, it's an envelope. That's right.
But that's good, isn't it?
Apparently not. So we would like to recommend that you attend a course to learn how to be better parents straight away.
You know your parenting sucks when the show you're in is aware that it sucks, right? The fact that they got that upset that they had to be decent parents is diabolical. Sometimes justice comes in small moments. A ruined dinner party, an embarrassing parents' evening, but sometimes it comes in letters that force you to face the truth about who you really are. And for Henry's parents, that truth is ugly. But hey, at least now we know. The question is, will they finally do something about it? Knowing these two, probably not. I guess the universe doesn't always give us the parents we deserve, but sometimes, just sometimes, it does give these terrible parents exactly what they deserve. And that, my friends, is the most beautiful karma of all. Subscribe if you haven't, and cheerio.